Hey everybody, what's up? I was sitting down to record a couple other videos I had in mind when this news kind of just broke, and so you know, I just thought I would, see what happened because it seems to be affecting a lot of people around me. Whether they have good opinions or bad opinions of him. So I just kind of want to sit down and because I don't know anything, and so we're gonna be reacting to the news for me as live as possible. So yeah, let's just get into it.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We're coming on the air because ABC News has confirmed conservative activist and podcaster Charlie Kirk has been shot during an event at Utah Valley University. The founder of Turning Point USA, a conservative student organization, is known for his outspoken views on politics, culture, religion, often taking his messages to colleges and universities, sparking sometimes pretty heated debates on campus. Let's get right to our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky. Aaron, what do you know?
Two law enforcement sources confirmed to ABC News, Kira, that Charlie Kirk indeed was shot as he was speaking at an outdoor event at Utah Valley University. You're right, his presence there at the university had divided the campus, according to an article in the school paper, where there were people on both sides debating whether he should even be allowed to bring his message, often loyal to the agenda of President Trump, to campus. But he was speaking at this outdoor event in a courtyard. We've seen some video of that event. A shot rings out. The entire crowd goes scattering. The condition of Charlie Kirk is not immediately clear, but we've seen a tweet from Vice President J.D. Vance saying that he is praying for Charlie Kirk, who he calls a genuinely good guy. And we have also seen a recent tweet from the governor, Spencer Cox of Utah, saying that he's being briefed by law enforcement following the violence directed at Charlie Kirk during his visit to Utah Valley University. The governor's message goes on to say, "We will continue to share updates. Those responsible," the governor goes on to say, "will be held fully accountable. Violence has no place in our public." So law enforcement officials.
It seems like then. Seems like so from the description they said a shot went off and the crowd scattered. It wasn't multiple shots, so it seems like this was a targeted attack. Then I mean, I'm not any professional. I'm not a professional investigator of any kind. Just from information given, if there was one shot and he was hit, it would seem like it was a targeted attack, that they were after him specifically. And I would assume it's for his political views of some sort. Listen, guys, I truly believe in discourse. I believe in being able to talk about things and being able to discuss things openly. I believe that, if you don't want to engage with someone, then you don't have to. And if you disagree with someone, that is your right. You can disagree with someone, but when it comes to the point of violence, when it comes to the point of what seems like a targeted attack, that is, I I really hope this isn't a controversial take. I hope this isn't a hot take. That is too far. It is too far when you start invoking violence for someone speaking. It is our job as people to be able to maturely have a conversation, and if you can't maturely have the conversation, it is our job, it's our responsibility as people to then dissipate from the conversation. If you are not able to have a conversation maturely, or you see that there is no point in having a conversation, just disengage from it. There is no point, there is no reason, there is no point of in time, there is no reason for any of us to, when having a conversation, then resort to violence. That is just the best reaction when you disagree with someone, is to either be able to present your point Or if you can't and you feel yourself feeling frustrated, just disengage. Just disengage. Say, if some people are just better at presenting the point than others, and look, this is a platform where I don't necessarily share my political views, mostly because I would say I'm more middle than anything. I believe I have liberal ideas as well as conservative ideas, right? So there's things that I agree with Charlie Kirk about, usually more about religion, because I've heard some of his takes about religion, and there's things I disagree about, him with, and that's perfectly okay. This is unacceptable. That is somebody's son. That's someone's child. I believe he also had a friend, so that's somebody's husband. That's somebody's father, and you just shot him. Yeah, I think I found a video that's more updated. This hopefully will give us more of an idea of what's going on.
Tonight, conservative firebrand and close ally of President Trump, Charlie Kirk, shot and killed by a sniper while speaking at a college in Utah. The 31-year-old was traveling the country, inviting people with differing views to ask him questions, to disagree with him. It was during one of those events today he was shot in the neck.
Go, run! It's chaos as shots ring out on the campus of Utah Valley University. Students flee after conservative activist Charlie Kirk is targeted by an assassin. Kirk was addressing a gathering of students when he was shot in the neck. At the time, he was actually talking about gun violence.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
2 seconds later, all the broadcast networks broke into regular programming.
They're coming on air with breaking news right now.
Conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who appears to have been shot in the neck.
Brock Bales is a student at the university.
There's a ton of people crying, screaming. It was just chaotic.
Former Utah Congressman and Fox News personality Jason Chaffetz was also there.
I happened to be watching Charlie. I can't say I saw blood. I can't say I saw him get shot, but as soon as that shot went out, he fell back.
Megyn Kelly broke down in tears.
I don't know how he is. I don't know if he's okay. I don't know what the state of his injuries are.
An active shooter at the Charlie Kirk event is on top of the building wearing jeans, black shirt, black vest.
How dare you! Cops were seen detaining a man, his hands cuffed, his pants around his ankles. But according to a university spokesman, he's not the gunman.
This is Les Trent in D.C. Moments after Charlie Kirk was shot today, President Trump cleared his schedule. His top administration officials gathered in the Situation Room to monitor events. Trump posting, "We must pray for Charlie Kirk, a great guy from top to bottom."
Then at 4:40 p.m., he posted the terrible news. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead.
So who was Charlie Kirk? He was one of the most outspoken conservative voices in the country, and he also never shied away from controversy.
They're probably gonna go into some of the things that he said that were maybe less than tasteful. I don't even want to highlight that. For me, the buck stops at a man died. And that's sad. That to me, that is so sad. That is not. That's not okay. I understand that politics and things that people identify with, it can really feel personal, and a lot of ways it is personal, actually. But we're supposed to debate those things. We're supposed to debate those things. We're not supposed to. we're supposed to debate those things. Those are not things that we're supposed to kill over, especially in this country where free speech was fought for, was bled for. There are things, like I said, there are things I disagreed with him with. There was takes that I just didn't, that rubbed me the wrong way. But he didn't have to die for that. And for someone who couldn't engage in the conversation to take that so hard to heart, that they sniped him. That's such a what a horrendous thing. A horrendous thing that someone did. Prayers for his family to have to hear that news. They probably didn't hear from the police. They probably heard that over the news. So they hear that over the internet before hearing it from officials. What a horrible thing. That reminds. I'm not comparing it, so please don't. But it reminds me of when Kobe died and the news came out of I think TMZ broke it. Some allegedly TMZ. I don't remember. And before the family even knew, and the thought of just hearing that your father, that your husband died and you had to find out through the internet, you just gotta be distraught, and that pain, that's just a whole nother level of trauma. And so I don't wish that on anybody. So prayers for the family, prayers for the family, prayers for Charlie Kirk, man. I really hope and pray that they catch the person, whoever it is, what I'm saying, for with whatever agenda they had, doesn't even matter. They're a murderer, and they deserve to go to prison for that. And that's really all I have to say, guys. So I just really pray you guys stay safe out there, stay blessed. Don't stress. I'll see y'all in the next.